Hi guys, thanks for coming back to my channel. Please make sure you like this video, subscribe to my page. But other than that, I'm gonna get right into the video, so enjoy. Alright guys, it is Tuesday evening. I worked out on Monday and Tuesday at OrangeTheory. I was lazy and did not record the review for Mondays on the day of, so here I am doing it today, so bear with me as I try to remember what the workout exactly was. I do remember it was very hard. The theme was an endurance day. The treadmill was a 23-minute block, just a continuous block. You don't really get any rest in there. It's active recovery, so anytime you are getting a rest, you're still jogging at the same time. The way it worked was you would have a 30-second push followed by 1 minute active recovery, so 1 minute at base, and then you increase your push pace each time. So it goes from 30 seconds with a 1 minute rest or 1 minute base to 60 seconds, 1 minute base, 75 seconds, 1 minute base, 90, and you just keep building up to that until you get to a 30-second push. Then you have a minute and a half at base, and you end with a 1 minute all out. So just constantly running all 23 minutes. That day was actually the furthest I've ever run at OrangeTheory in a workout. Just the workout alone, the 23 minutes, I got 3.05 miles, something like that. Including the warm-up, I had like 3.5, which is what I'm basing off of. The most I've ever ran at OrangeTheory was at 3.5. The floor block, it was okay. It was also endurance, obviously. The first block, you do a lot of leg work. So working on all different planes of the body. So you're doing, let's see here, some reverse lunges. Then you're doing a lateral lunge. And then you're doing a front lunge with a swing to it. So getting lunges in every single direction. And then we did a 1 minute row for distance, and you just repeat that until the time is up. And then the next block, we did the, bridge rows. I personally hate these. It's with the TRX bands. You literally just have to grab onto the TRX bands, walk yourself down to where your back is like parallel to the floor. And then using your arms, keeping your elbows close to your ribs, pull yourself up to do a row that way. I absolutely despise those, so we did those. We did hip hinge reverse flies, and then we did plank pull through. So getting down in plank position, taking a dumbbell and pulling it side to side, and then some double crunches. The floor block wasn't as hard as the tread block, but I thought the tread block was really hard for that. So looking at my graph here from Monday's workout, you will see that I had 41 splat points. So again, splat points are just how many minutes you spend in the orange zone or higher. Those of you who aren't familiar with OrangeTheory, their whole point is to get at least 12 minutes in that higher heart rate zone. That way you burn additional calories when the workout is over. So I got 41, which is a lot more than 12, but that's pretty typical for me. My heart rate elevates very easily. I had burned a total of 938 calories. You can look at my average heart rate there, my max heart rate, not that important. Again, this also will show you how far you ran. So including the warm-up, I ran 3.55 miles and got a total of 4,909 steps. Typically, your graph should look a lot different than mine. You should spend most of your time in the green zone and then tearing down on each direction from there. So little less in the orange, little less in the red, little less in the blue, little less in the gray. That's their idea of the ideal pyramid. I will never achieve that. Okay, so today's workout, wow, what was the theme for today? It was a strength day. So that means inclines on the treadmill. I actually kind of like treadmills. They're very hard, but I like doing them. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know why I like them. I just find I get a good workout that day, I guess, maybe. I don't really know. But each block was pretty similar. There were 3 separate blocks. They kind of started off with a, you're at your base pace and you had like a 7% incline, I think, for 2 minutes, and then base for maybe like a minute or something like that, and then a 6% incline, and then a 5 for like 1.5 minutes, 5% incline for a minute. I think that sounds about right. And then an all out. Then you get to rest. And the next block starts off similar, but you're just decreasing your starting incline. So instead of starting at 7, you start at 6 and then drop down from there. Actually, the second block was a little different. So you start off at 6, and then you go to 5% incline, then you have an all out flat ground, which was different from the first block. And then the second block, you just had 1 incline. And you started off at like 5. And then a 1-minute push, and then like a 30-second all out or something like that. Overall distance, I ran about 3 miles, including warm up. I don't really know what it broke down to when it comes to specifically the workout. And then the floor today was drop sets. So again, if you watched my video last week, I explained what drop sets were. However, I'll explain it again. So drop sets, you're focusing on grabbing a really heavy weight, performing the repetitions with those, dropping them, and immediately picking up a lighter weight, about 5 to 10 pounds lighter, and performing the same exercise, but more repetitions, lighter weight. So the first block, we did biceps. So bicep curls, 5 of them, heaviest weight you can do, drop them 5 to 10 pounds lighter, 10 reps of bicep curls. And then we did an ab workout, I think. The first block was plank ab crunches, so holding yourself up with 1 arm, 1 leg, and taking your arm and your leg on the same side and doing a crunch on that side. The next block, actually each block also had some rowing component. It was 15 strokes, so that was different. I think that might be the first time since joining OrangeTheory in July that the rowing didn't have a time component or a distance component. It was strictly strokes. So we did a total of 15 strokes at a stroke rate of 22 to 24 strokes per minute. The next block, we did triceps, so still drop sets. So laying down flat on the bench and doing kind of like skull crushers with dumbbells. So 5 reps, heaviest you can do, drop them, 10 reps at a lighter weight. And then we did another ab workout. Can't remember the proper name for them, but it's kind of sit down like kind of in a crunch position with your body a little bit elevated, and you're just going side to side with the weight. And then back to the rower, still 15 strokes, but at a slower stroke rate. So 21 to 23 strokes per minute. And then the final floor block was focused on legs. So it was sumo squats. So 5 sumo squats at a heavy weight, 10 at a lighter weight. Back to the rower, still 15 strokes with 1 less stroke rate per minute. Overall, today was a good workout. I liked it as well. Sumo squats, I just wish they had some heavier weights in there to do that. But other than that, it was challenging. Biceps was hard, triceps was hard. So it was a really good workout. And looking at my graph from today's workout. So it looks a little different than yesterday's. As you can see, I have less flat points. I have 36. And I spent a lot more time in the green zone today, which was pretty much, I would say, probably my time on the floor exercises. Still burns 920 calories, so that's not much different from Monday. 2.91 miles on the treadmill, so that's less than Monday, so that's to be expected because Monday was endurance and today was strength, so not going for as far of a distance, but focusing on like inclines instead. All right, and that is all I have for you guys today. Come by later this week and I'll have my other 2 workout reviews for this week, along with my meals that I'm making for dinner on Wednesday and Thursday. So I'll post the recipes along with it. I'll share it as a link, and I'll just kind of show you guys how to prepare them and let you know if they turned out good or not. But again, just go ahead and like this, subscribe, and let me know in the comment section if you kind of have any questions about Orange Theory, or if you would like me to kind of talk about anything else with exercise and nutrition. Bye.